Hello, everyone. Welcome to YakShaver Sprint 51 review. We are very close to NDC Melbourne, and our team is working hard on delivering the features that we want to present. So let's go through the PBIs. First, Tom, infrastructure. So what have you done on this one? Talk us through.
So basically for the try out feature, we have a separate document library where we store the videos so that they are separated from our SSW tenant.
So they're going to click try it now, record a video, and it's going to go into a different place.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. And next one, so this is the teams that our team members should be able to record YakShaver during the meeting. So some of us didn't have that set up. So I believe everyone should be able to do a YakShave in the meeting. Next one, so this is a
Sorry, was that supporting the snipping tool or something?
Yes.
yes, snipping tool is a video capture tool on Windows.
Right. Okay. And what's the equivalent for Mac?
I think it's screenshot.
Right. And do they both work?
Yes.
And is it in the docs about this?
Yes, they are in the docs.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So Hajir fix minor bug on the user page scrolling. So we have better user experience. And now Tom was working on a wizard, onboarding wizard. So Tom, can you give us some updates on this one?
Yeah, so the wizard is currently implemented, but we're not enforcing it yet because we were still waiting for a different PBI to be finished, which I'm currently working on. And when that is finished, if a new tenant signs up, they have to go basically through the wizard steps, which sets them up. And if they are configured, then basically they are able to see the dashboard on the portal.
So this is for an enterprise customer or for everyone?
For everyone, because there's some mandatory steps that have to be done for it to be actually working.
Okay. Callum, do you know much about this feature?
No.
Okay. All right.
And we're waiting for your design to come up with a few better UIs for that.
Okay. Where will you get this from? Like what I go to the homepage, I click try it now.
Yes.
What? And I have to go through.
You sign up, basically you use your Windows account, and then we will show the wizard, which helps you set up anything that you need for it to be able to use YakShaver.
Okay.
Sorry, Adam, this is
so
different to try it now.
Oh,
So-
right. Okay.
So this is for the customer that actually want to buy YakShaver. So they have to go through the wizard, which is they need to connect their Entra ID in order for YakShaver to work.
Right. Okay. And you're sure this isn't for enterprise customers? This is for everybody.
This can be for everyone.
Okay. All right.
The done video will come after we make it basically where we enforce the wizard.
Can't have
Right.
a done video before you enforce it. You can't have a done video before you enforce.
Well, I hope by that time we have also an updated UIs.
All right. And next PBI, we were going to create a separate OpenAI instance. However, Yuli wasn't Yuli, we already know the cost of each PBI, so we weren't going to create a separate instance. That was for purpose of separating the cost so that we know how much people have used during NDC. But since we have already worked out cost of each PBI, Yuli think this is not required. Next one, optimize cost. There's a previously we have misconfigured on staging, so it was logging more than expected, and it cost us a little bit more than usual. And then we got a warning from sysadmin, and now I have fixed it, so now it's working as expected. We should be logging at the minimum. Next one, automatically create user subscription on installation. So Lewis has been working on this one. Can you give us some updates?
Yeah. So before you would need to, when you install YakShaver, a user didn't have its subscription yet. So if you try to look at your status when you just install it and do nothing, errors will pop up. So what I've done is that now all the users are subscribed. So when they install YakShaver, they will automatically be, they already have like an on-off status, and by default they'll be off.
Okay. The next one is a minor bug that we weren't getting the right project. We only matching it by approximation match. So this was fixed. So now we should be getting the right project. So that's all for the sprint. Any questions?
I believe there was also a leaderboard one, and I believe there was some stuff from Josh, wasn't there?
I think they are still, some of them are still in progress.
Okay, all right.
So
Okay.
they are in next sprint. We can jump into the planning and you can see them are still in progress.
Let's not jump into the planning yet. You haven't done the other stuff on the email.
Okay, right. So okay, let's go back to the email. So we have Hajir and Stephen full time. Tom, Lewis, and I have was on client work
Yep.
for a few days.
Hajir, that looks like your state is not Victoria. Something's wrong in CRM.
Yeah, I checked it. It was updated, but I will follow it up.
Okay, all right.
Yep. And then call coverage, we went up 4%, and now we are at 25.8.
So how did you get up?
How do we
helped
get
it
up? Tom wrote a little, Tom added a few tests, but we also removed some tests that was for official NuGet package. That shouldn't be in our test. So by removing
report.
that and also add new tests, so that give us 4% increase.
Can I just ask, Tom, what AI tools are you using during this sprint?
Usually GitHub Copilot.
Copilot, okay. And Hajir, what are you using?
I use Cursor.
Cursor. And Stephen?
A majority use ChatGPT.
Okay. And Lewis?
Majority ChatGPT.
And Rick?
ChatGPT.
Okay, all right.
Are you all moving to GitHub Copilot Enterprise now?
That's an awesome question. Very good question.
As per
Yes.
the email that was sent today.
Nice.
Let's make that a yes, because I'm going to ask you next sprint.
Okay, so
Everyone
everyone
should
should
be
use
using it.
GitHub. Okay.
Yep.
And
If
if
you
not,
haven't seen the email, just look in your inbox for a GitHub email, and everyone gets access to GitHub Copilot Enterprise now.
Yay.
So after you've
Okay.
tried it, tell Michelle whether it was better or worse. And if it was better, send her a love heart. And if
Okay.
if it's worse, tell us why. We want to learn.
Okay, cool. All right, we have one production release and application health. Everything looks fine. Monthly usage, we have Adams on top, also Michelle and Toby. And as you can see, we have extend the list up to 30 people.
Okay, with that, Stephen, I don't know if this is easy, but after 10, can you leave a line break? And after 20, can you leave a line break? Just so the breakup is easier to read.
Okay,
Is that it?
I'll
Is
try
that
to do it.
Okay, thanks.
All right, roadmaps. We have 5% increase in NDC getting ready. So that's supposed to be multi-tenancy, and we have 9% increase in try it now.
Can we rename that first one to mention multi-tenancy? There's no way I would
Multi-tenancy,
know that
yes.
from that.
Lewis, can you help me rename that in the background? Sure, thank you.
And fix it up before you press send.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, all right, I can fix that later. R&D, so Hajir has done a lot of investigation on how Chrome extension works in different OS. So we have looked into desktop, mobile, browser. So, and we realized that Chrome extension wouldn't work in mobile. Retrospective.
Before the sprint
Yes.
retrospective, when you send this, can you just put AI tools there and just put the answers of the different people with ChatGPT, etc. And we will
Okay.
include this as a question next month. So just make that a red heading, the same as the other, and you can, you can actually even add it to the template. I think that'd be a good idea. Add it to the template for all teams.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, you can fix it up. Don't do it now.
Okay, sure. So in the retrospective, so we have we had done lots of progress in the Chrome extension, and we also got designers help us out on the UI UX as well. And
so,
of course,
so that first one about Tom, the linting stuff, linting, what type of code is this?
It's in the portal in JavaScript, TypeScript.
Okay, all right. Can you just put TypeScript dash, like Tom TypeScript?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, TypeScript.
Azure is adding more and more libraries for better performance. Is that right? That sounds like an oxymoron to me.
Yep. And
Azure,
Lewis.
no comment? Help me understand. More and more libraries to make the product faster.
More and more RPs, sorry.
More and more libraries will make the product faster.
No, it improved the performance. We are doing we are using new Next.js server actions, and it kind of removes the loading time for the user to see the UI, and a lot of refactoring has been going on, which following the best practices.
So did you say you moved to a newer version of Next.js?
We are using the latest one, which is 15, and we were not using the latest one's features, which is server actions. That is one of the main.
So are you saying you were on Next 14 before?
I think we were before, but there was an update.
Okay. All right. Are you aware that Next 15's caching defaults have changed?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because that can really cause a lot of pain.
Yeah.
So, by the way, if the tech has changed, I would have expected to see it in the sprint backlog. I would have thought there would be an item there that goes from Next 14 to Next 15. And I only want you to tell me it's faster if you've measured it. Not I installed a new version, it's faster. You need to measure before and after. Because every single product just says the new version is faster. That's not always reality. So just on that second one for Haji, just put Next 14 to 15 at the end in brackets or something. But yeah. Oh no, that can be at the beginning. Sorry. Yeah. Next 14. Yeah, it's next. It's Next.js. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So all right, continue.
All right, and what went wrong? We've mentioned already, Chrome extension doesn't work on mobile device, and we only realize it until now. What can we improve? We keep forgetting to loop in designers can embed it on new ideas, because every day we had come up with new ideas, but we left out designers and they only found out the next day. Hajir, we need an Xcode iOS developer with MacBook to fix the extension on iOS if needed.
Okay, so we definitely could get the SSW rewards guys to switch over to this if we had to, but we're not we're not going to do native, are we? We would use a cross compile like Maui or something, wouldn't we?
Are you asking me or?
Yeah, like when I read that, it sounds like you are thinking of writing
Yeah, this is
native.
This is for extension development for Safari. They need to have Xcode and migrate it to Safari if you want to have extension running on a Mac. But if you don't want to use Safari, like if you install Chrome on a MacBook, we can still use our extension. It's just, it's
I
not.
think it's a lot easier right now just to say Chrome is required. I don't think that's. I don't think it's a big ask as a prerequisite for people to use stuff. So, I wouldn't be going down that. So, doing special stuff for Safari. So put in brackets at the end. Let's assume the prerequisite of Chrome.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all for the retro. Any questions?
No, good.
All good. Then we will jump into the planning. Right. So next spring, our goal is to make multi-tenancy working. So
can you change the word working to work?
to work, okay. To work.
I get rid of the word to.
Okay. Make multi-tenancy work. Okay.
Okay.
So by saying that means anyone should be able to log into the portal and then self-sign up and then set up all the service connection and then start using YakShaver. So that's our target goal.
Okay.
So here's PBIs related to that multi-tenancy, and we've also included the ones that you want to do, Adam. So
yes,
we've noticed that those are double emojis.
I was hoping the double emojis would stand out. So I noticed that there's a bunch of other ones with double emojis that haven't made the cut. But I assume you saw it.
Yeah, we didn't realize this until Yuli mentioned it. We didn't know what it meant. Yeah, so now
it's more like a mistake.
You thought it was a mistake.
I did, so yeah.
I make the same mistake many times.
Yep. So majority of the work will be around also redesigning user experience on the wizard and also the homepage.
Yes. And where? So Josh has got a couple of things. Okay. All right. Good.
Yes.
Okay. So just in general, Tom, what area are you looking after?
At the moment, a lot on the client portal, so the UI for that.
Okay. And Rick, what area are you looking after?
I look into multiple areas, but in terms of infrastructure mostly, and maybe a little bit of back end, little bit of front end. So it's all mixed for me.
Right. Okay. Okay. I noticed that there was some clients that wanted some of you guys, but Yuli was finding anyone else in the company to do things. It's very protective of you guys.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
All right. So that's all for the planning. All right. And any more questions before we're wrapping up?
No.
No. So this video will be uploaded to our YakShaver YouTube channel, and as you know, we will be presenting YakShaver at Melbourne NDC. And if you want to see YakShaver in live, come to NDC and join us. See you.
Yeah. Thanks, Rick.